This is BTV.
Novadx Ventures is a 4-year-old merchant bank. 2 years ago, they determined to get involved in a near-term production situation, either in coal or in gold. They set about looking at numerous potential projects and came across the Rosa coal mine, a high-quality metallurgical coal opportunity they just couldn't resist. You could say Novadx has found a sweet home in Alabama.
Alabama's got a long history in coal. Since the turn of the century, they've been mining coal down in Alabama for various reasons. Today, it produces about 20 million tons a year. One of the reasons we elected to go with this particular project is Alabama's quite mining friendly, particularly for coal mining. We incorporated MCoal Corporation as a wholly owned subsidiary of Novadx, and it owns all our coal assets in Alabama. And we've been funding MCoal to this point to get the mine permitted, to acquire the leases that we need to acquire for the mineral rights and surface rights to reserves that we need to be able to start mining. And we've just recently gone into production at the Rosa coal mine.
The Rosa coal mine produces a very high-grade metallurgical coal used in producing steel, and Novadx already has customers lined up nearby.
Birmingham, Alabama is where our customers are, and that's located 43 miles away from the mine site. Typically what you see in mining operations is you're having to transport your product quite a long way. It's not the case for us. We have other customers for this coal. The coal quality is also very suitable for activated carbon, and we now have an order from another large customer in the United States that makes activated carbon products for the water purification business. And so we fundamentally have two markets for the Rosa coal, both in the coking industry and in activated carbon.
Met coal is currently enjoying record price levels. To take advantage of the market opportunity, MCoal sprinted into production over the past 18 months.
I'm very proud of our team. They're a good bunch of guys with a lot of experience in the coal mining business.
A great team of people which they've worked very hard and managed to bring this into production in 18 months, which is an exceptionally fast pace. But at the same time, we've had great cooperation from the Alabama officials, and we've got a very good project that's simple to operate and maintain the costs at a very low price of production.
Coal mining in the Appalachians is a well-understood business, and I can't say enough for the regulatory authorities that we had to deal with in the permitting process, the advisors that we've used in the form of engineers and accountants, insurance people, bankers, all the people that have been involved in this project to this point. They understand coal. They understand the coal business, and it makes it a lot easier in a way to start a business like this. That was one of the reasons we decided to come down here in the first place.
The recent downturn in the economy actually benefited the company.
Well, the timing, given the downturn in the economy, there was a massive surplus of machinery available, and so we've managed to pick up a lot of the machinery at cents in the dollar. We have bought new machinery where it's essential that it does maintain productivity, and we've managed to get very good terms on the operating equipment.
MCoal's method of auger mining is rather unique, but it is ideal for the Rosa situation. When this mine was operated back in the 60s and 70s, they did not have reclamation laws. All the miner had to do was just cover up the coal seam where it was exposed. That left a high wall with the coal seam underneath it. MCoal simply reopens that old seam and augers out the coal.
Auger is a low-cost operation, high profitability. Recover the coal reserves not from under the hills, and without disturbing any of the environment.
We have the ability to increase our production rapidly, and we can move with the increasing market of the price of coal. The flexibility, that the simpleness of the operation is that we don't need anywhere near the sort of capital expenditure that conventional mines would require to get into production.
Next steps for MCoal are to stabilize production, increase capacity with larger machines, and acquire new properties. And there are lots of leases available right in the very same area.
We've established a platform on which to build. Now that we're in production, we're accepted into the community here, into the mining community at large throughout the Appalachians now. Our goal with the company is to continue to build it through an acquisition strategy. We've got a pipeline of projects developed already that we're actively investigating right now, and as we move forward is to continue to build our reserves and our production through acquiring specialty coal mines or high-quality coal mines here in the Appalachians.
Fred Bean's connections from 40-plus years in the industry helps MCoal find the best properties, often small-producing mines where the principals want to retire.
As they get older, as the main members of the family get older, they start looking at possibly selling out. And I kind of get a lot of calls. I figure that if you check 100 of them out, one of them will be a winner, and that's pretty much where we are with these. But it's quite unique. A lot of these organizations have been in for a long time, very tightly held, and just excellent companies.
Sometimes the legal descriptions of even excellent properties can be unusable in these parts of Dixie.
Well, up in the mountains, they go by meets and bounds in Kentucky, and I remember reading in the courthouse on one occasion, it was the property line was described as meander up said stream as far as a good coon dog can be heard on a clear night. So I don't know how far that is, but it was quite a ways, I assume.
The acquisition strategy makes good business sense for the growing company.
I would say that Neil and Novadx is on the right track. What we had talked about first was acquiring up to 100 million tons of metallurgical reserves. Well, we have the ability right now to acquire quite a bit more than that.
Novadx has high standards of environmental management. Under the laws from 40 years ago, the old high wall was left relatively unclaimed and has been continuously sloughing away ever since. New environmental standards mean that MCoal will actually leave the property improved.
Well, in years past, the coal mining industry in Alabama had a bad name before there was any laws to govern them. And we're still trying to overcome that. But I can tell you as a landowner and a nature lover myself that the processes that we mine coal with now, there is not a problem with water runoff or just when we disturb the land, we put it back as good or better than it was when we got there.
Equally important is MCoal's commitment to the safety of their employees and support for neighboring communities.
We provide about 18, 20 good paying jobs for people of the community. We try to hire local folks to help the economy out and then change the image of mining in Blount County.
Through Novadx, MCoal was well financed to achieve production. They were able to make substantial savings buying equipment during the recent economic downturn, and now cash flow from Rosa will finance further expansion and acquisition of new properties.
We have some of the best quality coal that's available in North America, and that quality allows us to sell it to the buyers who are very eager to get the coal, which makes us a very high demand product.
Novadx are also enjoying that key intangible, timing and momentum.
We're entering a buoyant coal market right at the moment, and we're experiencing coal prices going up. It's not going to last forever, but it's not a bad time to be starting this type of operation.
MCoal is currently actively exploring several other coal deposits in Alabama and Tennessee. With a good product, dedicated people, and a sound plan, Novadx appears to have assembled the right elements to make MCoal a success. You can learn more about the company through their website. They're at novadx.com or the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol NDX.